Okay, Erika Jayne.
Yes.
First of all, this is such a surreal moment because I think I've told you this story before, but I was 18 years old and living in New York City, and I didn't have a fake ID, but I found my way into Splash nightclub just to see you perform. This was, I think, December 2010.
Jesus.
And I think I wore like a tank top. I was freezing my ass off, but I was so excited to see you. So it's incredible that you have manifested your own Las Vegas residency. I manifested this moment talking to you. Like, we've been on this journey kind of
We've
together.
been on this parallel journey.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I remember Splash, and I remember the drain in the floor, and like having to dance. So I have put in work to get here, just for the record. Like, there have been so many clubs and so many things. So that is an amazing memory. And I remember all of those. Like, that's some of my very early stuff.
How does it feel to have played every gay club in America, and now you have your own
Literally
Las Vegas residency? I mean, that's incredible.
It is incredible. Thank you for saying that. It feels, I don't know. I mean, I smile every day. It feels so good. I have a hard, it's like, is that me? Like, yes, it's you.
That is you. Now, in your Instagram announcement,
Yes.
it was not only thrilling, it was equal parts emotional. You said that a year ago, you were in one of the lowest places in your life.
Yes.
How did you get here? How did you take steps to get to a place where you were ready to tackle something as immense as a Vegas residency?
I think that, look, I had a good therapist. I had a good psychiatrist.
Dr. Jen.
Yeah, Dr. Jen
She
Mann.
is the best.
Dr. Jen Mann. I really owe a lot to Dr. Jen. And I had to make a decision whether I was going to win or I was going to lose in the game of life. And I chose to, you know, to keep going forward. And it really is those small steps. Like Dr. Jen told me, she's like, look, it's forward, it's forward. You just take it hour by hour, day by day. And I'm here.
Yeah.
And you just got to stick it out.
Right. It's just about sticking it out. I actually reread your memoir recently.
Oh, wow.
And there was a line. It said,
Now I got a new one. You know, I got a new book to write after all this.
hell yeah, you have a new book to write. But
I have like volumes.
I remember one of the pieces of wisdom you imparted in your book was life is just about sticking it the F out.
It
and then
is.
eventually things will end up all right.
Look, but you have to play an active part in them turning out all right. You have to show up for yourself, even when you don't want to, even when you think it's hopeless. You still have to show up for yourself, and you need good people around you, and I was very fortunate to have that.
At what point did things take a turn when you said to yourself, okay, things are not so hopeless. I can do this?
It was not one day. It was a series of small things that started to connect. And things eventually, it's almost like a sunrise and a sunset. Like it just started, the picture started to look a little different every day. And then, lo and behold, it was completely different.
So tell me about the prep for the show. I feel like the rehearsal part is
the most fun.
The most fun part. That's where you're kind of, you know, getting your stride back. What's it been like, the preparation process?
We haven't started rehearsals yet.
Are you so excited?
So we're still filming Housewives. And I will jump into that when we are done. But we've started mounting the show as far as like stage renderings and all of the fun stuff. And then we have to make costumes, and then we need to cast, and then we need to put the set list together. I'm recording new music at the time, so we're doing a lot of things at the same time.
How have you evolved as an artist? Like musically, can we expect more of the same? It's pop, it's dance, it's glamour.
It's pop, it's dance, it's glamour, it's glitz, it's fun.
Okay.
But there's a little bit more resilience, a little bit more bite, a little bit more, you know, just things change, we all evolve, and I think that's what the music will indicate.
Do you think the last 2 years will be reflected in the music? Is it kind of like a reclamation of your power? Now that you are in this great space, it kind of gives you the ability to...
Well, you know, going through what I went through the last couple of years really stole my creativity. It's hard to be creative and inspired when there's such heavy things, you know. Getting back to being creative, inspired, and having a good time has been fun. And I look forward to sharing that on stage.
I overheard you saying that we might see a special project documenting the creation of the Vegas residency.
Yes.
Can we expect like a Madonna Truth or Dare
I
documentary
wish.
situation?
I mean, you know what? You have to do your own thing. But yes, I am bringing the viewer into the creating of Bet It All on Blonde, and that's a wonderful thing because look, Housewives is Housewives. It's an ensemble cast, so you only get a certain amount of the story. You're telling everybody's life, but this will be able to like really come along and see the whole thing.
Bet It All on Blonde.
Yes.
Love the title. How did we come up with that?
I called one of my dear friends, Jared Blandino, and I said, Jared, I need help with this title. And he was like, okay. And he's brilliant, one of my closest friends, and knows me very well. He came up with Bet It All on Blonde, and he came up with a few things, and I was like, that's it. That says it all. That says everything about it. I'd love to take credit for it, but I just can't.
No, but I think it really is so reflective of where you are in your life, especially now because in this second phase of your pop stardom, you're doing it all on your own as a single woman. You don't need anyone's permission. You're not relying on anyone's financial support.
No, I'm out here with no safety net.
How does that feel? Is it liberating? Is it exciting? Is it scary?
It's all of those things.
Okay.
It's liberating, it's terrifying, it's amazing, and it's exhilarating. And it is it's where I'm at in life. And I'm happy to be here as opposed to where I was.
Yeah. Completely.
Yes.
And how will this play out on this season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? I hope we get a little glimpse of it.
You'll get it. Yes, you will get a small piece of this for sure. It does track on the show, and I mean, ultimately, I don't know how much will be shown, but it is there.
Great. How does it feel to shift the focus to your work, your true love performing, after surviving 2 really dark seasons, all about legal woes and the LA Times, and you know what I mean? Like, this must feel great.
I enjoy going. I enjoy it. I mean, I actually have had a great time this season because I can catch a breath, and that's what's nice about it, is that it's not so. Did you read the paper today? I'm like, so. It has been a wonderful change of tone.
How did your castmates react to the news?
They were all very supportive. Yeah. They were all very supportive, and they're all invited to come to the show. I would love to have everyone there.
Who do you think has been the most supportive?
Lisa Rinna, my friend.
Yeah.
And Diana.
Oh, yeah.
And Diana, yeah.
Yeah.
So they have been, those women have been very kind to me at a very terrible time in my life. But look, I'm friends with Dorit. I'm friends with Kyle. Garcelle and I are, on this journey. Sutton and I are on this journey. We have a new housewife. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Feeling real good.
You look good. Do you feel like you've been able to put a period on that dark chapter in your life? Do you feel like you are able to say goodbyes, all of it?
I think the heaviest part is over.
Okay.
There's still some things outstanding, and they may be like that for a while. That's okay. Life goes on. It's great to have this chapter of my life. How could I start it any better?
Right.
Wrapped up that. We're wrapping up that and onto this.
I love it. Now, doing a Vegas residency and just being a pop star in general takes a lot of stamina. And
it ain't Broadway, though.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
How does it differ from Broadway, would you say? Is it
8 shows a week with 1 day off? That's a Broadway schedule.
So being a Broadway star is harder than being a pop star.
So far.
So far.
I mean, so far. I don't know. If we do this show 8 times a week, I'll let you know. But Broadway was ruthless, and I loved every minute of it. But it was ruthless.
You were incredible. Is Roxy Hart gonna make a reprisal and Bet It All on Blonde? I mean, could she?
The spirit of Roxy Hart is definitely there.
Okay, well.
The spirit of Roxy Hart is definitely right here.
I love that.
Roxy Hart has become part of Erika, I believe. Like
Erika Roxy Hart Jayne.
Yeah, that was kind of scary how that kind of mirrored out. That was nuts. That was like, what? Yeah.
You're like, life imitating art. Yeah. What is going on?
What is happening to me? Yes.
But are you doing anything to prepare physically or get in shape for the residency?
Look, that starts happening when you put rehearsals in. I'll rehearse by myself, then we'll start bringing in everyone else. And that is where the stamina is truly built, is in the studio.
And most importantly, how are we giving the gays everything they want with this show?
I'm going to give you as many costume changes as they'll let me have. I'm going to be giving you lights, camera. I want like these massive screens. I don't know if they're going to let me have them or not, but I want it. And it's going to be a ton of costumes and hair and makeup and glamour and music. I want water. I want everything that I could possibly have.
I love that. I love that. Now, because I am one of your gays.
Clearly.
And
No, I mean, from 2010. What a story.
I know. I've been with you, and it was so exciting when you were cast on The Real Housewives, because I was like, that's my girl. Like, I know Erika Jayne, and now she's a housewife. Like, it was just so wild to me.
I gave an interview to Billboard with Glenn, and he said to me, you know, people don't know on Housewives that you had this life before then. They discovered you here, which is fine, which is great, all the more. But thank you for saying that. I mean, you remember the early days of Splash. I mean, that, like, you know.
It was a good time.
It was a good time, and those were some good fun shows and great memories.
Totally. Now, because I love nothing more than a pop girl and The Real Housewives, truly, it's like my two greatest passions, I'm going to ask you a few Real Housewives of Beverly Hills questions inspired by your iconic discography. Are you ready?
Oh, geez. Okay, yes.
Okay. Pretty mess.
Yes.
Which castmate has had the prettiest behavior so far this season, and which castmate has been the messiest?
The prettiest is always Garcelle, because she's always so composed.
Okay.
The messiest. I think Kyle and Sutton get into it a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, it's just, well, no, wait. Denise came over.
did she get messy?
She tried.
Oh, all right. Okay. How many Fs? Which of your castmates is giving the least amount of Fs this season, and which castmate are you giving the least amount of Fs about this season?
Okay, so I'm giving the least amount of Fs because I'm having a good time. And who am I giving? You know, just me for both. Put me down
Gotcha.
for both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Painkiller.
Yes.
Which of your castmates is causing you the most headaches and making you want to reach for some painkillers?
Oh, geez. They all get on my nerves from time to time. It depends on the day. Yeah. I think we all get on each other's nerves, too.
Right, so pass around the painkillers.
Pass it all around.
Painkillers for all. Okay, now inspired by the lyrics of Expensive,
Oh, Lord.
which of your castmates has been the most reckless and offensive?
Probably me.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm
Owning
usually the
it.
most. Yeah.
All right.
That's my job. I mean, lately.
Okay, one hot pleasure. Who is the one hottie in the Beverly Hills cast you had the most pleasure filming with this season so far?
I've had fun with all. This is a hard one. I'll tell you why. Because the show has shifted, like I've shifted, I've had fun with all of them. So,
Okay.
you know, we had some fun, and we have still some weeks to go. So we have to go on our trip. I'm looking forward to having fun. You know, we'll see what happens.
Lastly, party people. Which of your castmates are you the most excited to party with in Vegas once Bet It All on Blonde officially kicks off?
Dorit Kemsley.
Dorit, okay.
She's a good time.
I,
Dorit, and then Kyle. And then, you know, everybody else is pretty, but Dorit is a good old time.
all right, well, I
Yeah.
can't wait to see that. Erika, thank you so much. This was
Thank you.
the best.
Thank you.